contender spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense comes onto the field first today. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the air, it's Shapen. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Pocket breaking down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finding open areas. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
QB's got to be able to play on so... different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing. Does a great job at the end, making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Reed. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage.
Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Wants to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Craven. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The give to the tailback. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Mississippi State right back to the line. To the air. It's Shapen. Moving away from pressure. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Makes the catch at the 30. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Moss. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. A&M comes back out with another first down. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Riley.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know, they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Reed. Working that left side now. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his back in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Release to the back. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They're going to ride this running back. A little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking to fire. Heaves it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll run the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Using his legs, it's Moss. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing fourth down.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. On the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. On the move, it's Moss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
There he goes! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go right back to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Here's a heat. Turning on the Jets. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what you...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got their quick completion, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Owens. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Reed. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football, and this defensive crowd gets into the game, and they represent.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Aggies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll try to take it back. And just an outstanding return takes it back to the 7-yard line. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Good, solid tackle.
Texas A&M 31.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And the punishment has been extended. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Glover. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Bussey. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Going for the marker on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Looks. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Back to throw, it's Shapen. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Oh, it's out! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the fourth quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch.
There he goes. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
Really nice Nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Thanks to grab. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Back open in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants.
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Zeno. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
And it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.